Thinking about it.
Thinking about it. That's okay. We do appreciate your patience here. I went to my backup stream, so once we get reconnected here, someone give me an okay, and we'll be back live here. Thank you for your patience during these technical glitches we get sometimes with the internet, and we have a thumbs up from our production truck here, so that's good. So we are back live. We should be broadcasting on multiple platforms right now, so that should adjust whatever frames we were dropping, whatever problems were happening. We're here, so hopefully this will suffice, and hopefully we will be okay. But let's talk about a couple of things. First and foremost, we talked about this lineup: Delusions of Grandeur, 8th place, 2 out of 10 wins in OT. That's going to look like CJ, Freak, Cody, Nuge, Red Bull, and Hurley in net. And I had that pronunciation or pronunciation. See, that's what happens when words are bad for you. And goaltender for DOG. And a couple of big key factors here play into it, Neil, when we talk about this team. And this team is full of elite legends, players that have been around the league a long time. Obviously, everyone knows Nuge. Arguably one of the top players in most modes of NHL 18, but that's not to say we don't have an offensive firepower between Freak and Cody, and of course CJ offensively as well. Ranking 3rd in faceoffs is Delusions of Grandeur. Unfortunately, though, a couple of interesting things are happening across the league, and this has impacted Delusions as well. 2nd worst in the league in time on attack differential, and that might be a problem for this team, or it might come to their benefit here if they're playing a less talented team on the other side.
Yeah, they're also the only team in the Invite League without a shutout this year defensively. So that's saying a lot too. It's hard. But yet they're managed to find themselves here fighting for the last playoff spot. So things is not as bad as they seem.
No, and they can stay into the division as well and into the playoffs as well as we kick that off on Sunday. A couple of interesting things here too is while they are last in hits, and that's Delusions of Grandeur at 48 hits through 20 games, they're a finesse team. They're a firepower team. They have a lot of skill on the sticks, or as some would say, freak on the sticks. Shout out to him. But nevertheless, it's important to note that there's a couple of weird things that are just happening with the stats here for these two teams, and hopefully that turns into an interesting game and we can actually get some hockey of note here underway shortly as we are set to go. I think we have an okay from all of our important people. I'm just looking back and forth here. Once our stream is up and running and the invites are sent, we will be connected to that as well, and we'll bring you the action live here with ESHL the last week of the regular season. I want to point out a couple of things here, Neil, we'll go to here in just a moment. Let's jump over to that right now. The goalies, obviously, we have Shekel and Hurley. And these two are, again, interesting. 835, 828 save percentages. The goals against average are the differentiator there. And that might tell the tale of why DOG is struggling to maintain that 8th place spot.
Yeah, they're giving up an average of 2.1 goals a game. So that's probably exactly what's going to be going on. They're probably only scoring 1 and giving up 2. So that's probably why they are where they are. 5-3, no overtime losses though, or no overtime wins either. So that's the other thing. If you look at Hurley's record, anyways, based on that.
And then with Shekel, 8-7-1, so essentially 8-8. It's you're splitting exactly. 500 there. Yeah, but we are being informed right now that we may need to switch games altogether, and a Big Baller Brand might not be able to field 6 right now. So we may be switching to a different game, and that's okay if we have to do that. You'll stay with us here tonight as our plan was to bring you this action no matter what happened tonight. We were going to bring you live coverage, and if we had to jump around the league as playoff implications were very high tonight, as we only get, 6 games to play or 6 nights of games to play. So we'll have to see what happens here. I'm going to be switching to another feed here. It might be Prophecy versus Rated R. If we do not field 6 here for Big Baller Brand in the next couple of minutes, we'll let you know how that shakes out. But while we do wait on that, let's bring up the standings here for the ESHL. And Neil, you'll kind of run this down for me if you'll be so kind.
Yep. Okay, so look at the top. We got Rated R. They're sitting pretty at 40 points. 13-3 and 4 overtime wins. And then Hall of Fame's in second place, 39 points, right there on their heels. Adaptation. Look at those guys go. What is the last? I think it's 6 in a row right now. They've just been on fire. And they had to win their way in here to begin it. So they had a lot to prove. The new kids on the block had lots to prove, and I think they've turned a lot of heads, especially the way they played the second half of this season anyways. And then there's turning icebreakers and turning point icebreakers. They started off really slow, but they got going when they needed to. Turning point, they've had a little bit of a tailspin recently. They were in first place a couple weeks ago. Now they're down.
Yep.
They've dropped all the way down to 5th place. So I guess they got some stuff to do. Prophecy's in there as well. 30 points, 10, 6, and 4. So we're not doing so bad. And we're looking at Prophecy Link. Okay, sorry, I just saw the notes come across. And of course, Big Baller Brands in 7th place with 30 points. Looks like they're going to have to forfeit by the looks of it, unless that something has changed. But yes, so it's going to be a huge loss for them. The 3 guys in the lineup, and of course, it looks like they're going to have to throw up a forfeit right now, which is not going to help their cause at all. It means Delusions is going to move up, and Common Kings or Underdogs are probably going to take that other spot too. So you got 3 teams fighting for 2 spots, with Big Baller Brand most likely up. Then you have Composure and 9th in the last place there, bringing up the lead, or the end of the Invitational League with 18 points.
Oh, and
6, 10, and 4.
over to that.
Sorry.
Either way, looks like we'll be jumping over to a different feed here shortly. I'm trying to pull that up right now for us. We do appreciate your patience. Sorry for the technical difficulties here, but we will bring you some action here. I do have Prophecy versus Rated R happening right now. The game just kicked off, and let's get you that action as we proceed to figure out what's going to happen with Big Baller Brand. We'll report back on that shortly as we pull up some game notes for this.
Yep. That was Prophecy and Rated R link. Rated R playing tonight. Rated R has got a 1-point lead on the first seed. Prophecy are the defending champs, curling in the 6th seed, can move as high as 5th tonight with a win.
And Prophecy just went up 1-0.
Yes, on Rated R. Crashing and burning through the net there.
And that was Gille with the first goal of the game. Gille.
Assist to Kearns.
So it looks like we'll let this game play out for a little bit here. We do appreciate you guys sticking with us through this last week of the regular season here. I didn't look at the lineup going into this game, so I'll have to kind of piece it together as we go here. But we'll keep you updated. And Neil and I will jump back in here as a shot. Oh, wow. Big shot, big save. And we'll jump back in here shortly. We'll let this game play out for a little while, and we'll touch back with you after this period has concluded live on LeagueGaming.com.
Making headway through the neutral zone. And that play is offside. Just under 8 minutes remaining here in the first. It's a 1-0 game. And that's a face-off win. Porter's looking to make a play from his own end towards center. Gathered in by Jack. Strong play, good reach. To Rammer. Gains the zone. Heads on to the corner. Pass along the boards. Knocks it away with the stick. The World All-Stars in their own end let that puck along. Up the wing still with possession and with home. Left it by Carlson. To Kane. Gathered up again by Porter. Marty mixes, starting back in the defensive zone. Moving it now up the wing. Loose puck, there was no getting through. Keeps it going in the defensive zone. Pushing it on up the wing. Knocked it away with the stick. Now it's directed to Gillies. Solid neutralized poke check. Clock is running down to the last minute. Allen to Carlson. Buffalo's recoiling back in the defensive zone. Puck loose, just a speed bump off the defense. Propelled to Kane. Could not be filtered through.
And that's going to do it here. We're live with coverage of ESHL last week of the regular season, last night of the regular season. I'm here at F5 Penguin alongside at Fielder's Choice. And we had to switch games. We're bringing you Prophecy versus Rated R right now. And we got a first goal.
We do.
Prophecy. Up 1-0 on Rated R. And as we recap what happened before, Delusions will be taking game 1 via forfeit, putting them up 3 points already. So we'll have to see how that shakes out the playoff implications, and we'll get you that info as well as the night progresses. Nevertheless, we're here to bring you live action. That's what we're here to do, and that's what we're going to do, damn it. So, 1 shot, 1 goal. Or, sorry, 1 shot, no goals, and then 1 shot, 0. Or 1 shot, no goal. 1 goal, no
hit.
shot. This is an interesting game so far. We only caught the back tail of that first half of the period, but still.
It just looked like Gilly carried the puck into the net with him as he crashed through the crease.
Sometimes that works. Sometimes that works.
It worked there in the first period anyway, so.
As a lineup tonight for Rated R is going to be Toxic, Jakku, DeLong, Optic, Shocks, and Steve B. That's going to be going north to south on your screen. And we're going to have Kearns, Scary Joey, Gilly, Pinder, Clamps, Busy Bounce going south to north for Team Prophecy. So let's get this underway, Neil. Should be a good second period. We'll see what happens.
No question.
And we do, again, thank you and appreciate all of your patience as we work through a couple of teams just not getting it all together there. But nevertheless, we bring you this action. Left side.
Sometimes, especially during the week.
Right. Things happen. We get it. And the puck's going to be there at center. Won by Prophecy. And they reset.
Look at that forecheck there. It's just crazy.
And this is going to be interesting to see here. Yeah, because we don't have if we get our game sounds, we get their commentary from the game, which I don't think anybody wants.
No.
So it's going to be a little bit difficult to navigate that without any game sound. So we won't be bringing you game sound here tonight as far as the first game is concerned. We'll see how the second game shakes out. And we'll see if we jump back to a different game where we stay with this series. I don't know yet. We'll have that info here shortly too from our producers. But still, we look at some stats here as another scoring opportunity and another goal. And I don't know if that was another shot, Neil. It might be 2 goals, 0 shots for Prophecy. I don't know.
Just bowled into the net.
I don't know
Looks
if
like
they're
he just
count that.
It looks like he just took the garbage in front of the net and dragged it right through again.
It was Gilly again.
Yeah.
And the pass up from Scary Joey looked like it bounced off a couple players. So I don't know if they're going to credit him with a shot there. So if not, that's going to be 2 goals, 0 shots for Gilly.
No shots, yeah. But Kearns has still got another assist.
And we were going to jump into looking at the special teams play for Rated R and for Prophecy. But I don't think it much matters right now as even strength, Gilly does not care. He's not even going to shoot the puck, put it in the net.
Nope. He's just going to skate it right in through the crease.
Why not? And there might be our first registered shot of the game by Kearns, as this team has taken a 2-0 lead early in the second period. But we will talk special teams here. Rated R, best PK in the league. They're at 93.5%. Only have given up 2 power play goals on 31 chances. Meanwhile, you look at Prophecy, and they're third at 86.8%. 5 goals given up on 38 chances. So if they can stay out of the box, it should be an interesting game. But here, so far, no shots, 2 goals. I think this is going to be unique in and of itself, Neil.
Oh, this is already the opposite world as it is. If you're Rated R, you're going, well, they don't even register a shot yet. They got the 2 goals in net. So how do you fault the tender on that? It's almost like he lost control of the puck while he's holding it both times.
So 2-0 here. Prophecy over Rated R. And as far as these teams are concerned, Rated R is first. Prophecy's 6th. At any point here, Prophecy's trying to gain a couple of spots.
Well, even Prophecy's the defending league champion, so even the 6th place for the team, nobody wants to really face in that opening round. So.
Right.
Because they've got that presence and they've got that history. And the playoffs are a whole different ballgame.
And now we got a power play for Prophecy. And like we mentioned, third in the league in power play. Have to see what that converts to, if it turns into another scoring opportunity. And there's a shorthanded chance there by Rated R. So I'm curious to see what happens here if this team can regroup and put up a shorthanded goal. I don't know. But they're about to face an odd man rush the other way.
Great pressure by Prophecy on that last little run there, but just they couldn't get anything going. Oh, wow, that was a weird pass. That's a gutsy pass by the tender there. It's going to be whistled down for icing. 3:25 left in the period. Your face-offs are at 6-5 for Prophecy, leading there over Rated R. Okay. There's another whistle. No problems.
All right, and that's going to be the end of the second period, 2-0 in favor of the team that has. I want to see what the shot count was at the end of that period. I don't know if we will. But at any rate, we're going to bring you that feed in a moment here. But it's 2-0 here, Prophecy over Rated R. They need these points. What we're going to do for you is we're going to kind of let this game play out. We're going to bring you updates around the league as the night progresses, and we're going to come back to you with the second game of the night. We're going to keep this feed up for you. We're going to go gather some stats and get some stuff set up for the second game. So we hope you enjoy this third period. I'll turn up the sound for you. You can enjoy the game, and we will cut back in when we have updates of things that are going on and some interesting things of this game. So enjoy. This is Prophecy versus Rated R. First game of the night, up 2-0 so far is Prophecy as they climb the leaderboard. And you saw it there, folks. Prophecy's going to take that game 5-1 over Rated R. And that's going to give 3 points to Prophecy as they move to 33 points in the standings. And before the scores have been turned in for the other games tonight, that's going to put them into 5th place. Meanwhile, we got scores in the games happening all around the league. Looks like they can stay at 5th, and if they win again, they may move up to... Well, they'll stay in 5th place because they'll be tied with Icebreakers, and I don't know what the head-to-head is there, but that's where we sit there. As far as the second game of the night, looks like we'll leave this feed up for you. This is courtesy of Scary Joey. We understand that the technical difficulties have caused a lot of problems around our push, and now our sync is off. So we're going to leave this up for you and bring you the coverage of the second game when it happens. But we will be back. Words matter. We will be back in full throttle for Sunday at 9:30 with the first night of the playoffs for the ESHL. So we will be back for that. We'll leave this up for right now. Or probably we may just go to their feed directly. Let me talk to my executives back here and see if we can make that happen. That might be more suited for the share, just because I think the audio is still synced out from the game sound versus what you're seeing on video. So we don't want that to cause any problems. So that being said, we will bring you this coverage. If you just hang out where you're at right now, one way or the other, we will bring you a feed. You don't have to go anywhere. And we will do that for you in just a moment. Like I said, Sunday, 9:30, we will be bringing you live action with commentary for 2 games, because hopefully our playoff teams will not be forfeiting live. And we'll bring that action to you live right here on LeagueGaming.com and our plethora of feeds that we have at our disposal across the internet. Stay tuned on Twitter at the ESHL Twitter feed for updates on what that games are going to be. The Sunday teams have been to be determined still, as the playoff matchups are still filtering out and becoming a reality. Again, bringing you the coverage tonight, Delusions of Grandeur take a forfeit win, 1-0 over Big Baller Brand. And Prophecy goes up 5-1 in game 1 of their series. 2 games tonight against Rated R. I'm F5 Penguin. You can find me all over the web at F5 Penguin. And we will be back again, I said, Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Do not miss out. Live coverage of ESHL. This is Penguin signing off. We will see you then.